Hello, my name is Stuart. I'm from South Wales. This is my second visit to Poland for a second hip. My first hip operation to my left leg in the December of last year. I am now 12 days post-operation. I'll have my last session of physiotherapy this afternoon. I'm really happy with it, and all I got to do now really is get the leg back to strength and get it back into life.
I have to say though that both Thomas and Lucas has been absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, you're every day.
There's been either one or the other every day, and we've asked them about the different exercises, and they watch Stuart to make sure that he's doing it properly. Mm-hmm. Because if he wasn't, then obviously they can pick that up straight away. So for us, that's been brilliant having a physio. It's unheard of in our own country.
Yeah.
The surgeon. So
there's no problem.
And the surgeon, when you had your operation.
Yeah, the surgeon, he was every day he was in the room coming to look at the wound. He wanted to change the dressing himself and clean the wound himself, which is really odd because back in the UK you wouldn't get a consultant coming on the ward and changing dressings and making sure you were okay every day.
He takes great pride in his job. He was really concerned because Stuart's operation this time was bigger than the last operation, but he explained everything to him. You've seen the x-rays and he's done an excellent job. He takes great pride in his work and he really cares about you. The staff have absolutely been brilliant.
Yeah, top notch, fair play, 10 out of 10.
You know, if you need anything and they've got a great sense of humour because of sometimes because of the barrier, we're drawing pictures and we're using Google to say and to tell them what we want, and they've been absolutely brilliant. They're professional, but they are exceptionally caring as well.
Yeah, top notch. The first time, because I hadn't stayed overnight in hospital, you do have them preconceptions, but obviously leading up to the operation, you're a little bit nervous because you don't know what's going to happen. But
and for the second time?
The second time was okay because you know what's coming. So you think, oh, right, they're going to do this now, then this happens, and then they get this, and then down the theatre I go. But it's not a worrying thing because it's all like a procedure, you know. It all goes smooth. So.
You had the confidence this time because you knew how good the staff were with you and everything from the last time. The first time, I did all the research into coming here, and it was like I think. We mentioned we're from a little valley in South Wales. It's not heard of really to go to a different country to have operations. It's something you just don't do. So we didn't have any support from the medical staff
not even the NHS doctors,
our village, or friends and family either. It was like, oh, you shouldn't do that, you should wait. So I did all the research, and through doing the research, lucky enough, I managed to meet you. And you just helped us in every possible way that you could have. You give us the confidence to fly out here. You made sure that everything was in place for us. It was absolutely wonderful. We didn't have to worry about anything.
No,
you did everything for us.
Mm-hmm. Well, because two of us came to the airport, and Katrina was going to be staying with me for the duration of the second operation, we only bought one large suitcase, and that was only 15 kilos in weight, so we still had spare luggage if we wanted to put in there. We bought an item of hand luggage each, but that was only a small carry-on bag. So it's pretty easy to pack for yourself, and if you were traveling alone, you probably wouldn't even need a case of 15-20 kilos. You could whittle that down quite a bit. Yeah.
I did all the packing because that's what I do. But I found that from the last time that it is best to fetch some outdoor clothes, but I brought dual t-shirts for Stuart so that he could wear them to bed, or you could wear them with a jogging bottoms to go for a walk, which we have done. Just one pair of walking shoes and his slippers. But the one thing that I would say is that the first time I brought everything, toiletries. I packed the bag with toiletries. There was no need, because as soon as we got here, there's a little shop. Well, it's not actually a little shop. There's a little shopping centre, and you can go there and buy all your toiletries for probably cheaper than what you get at home. And the one thing that I would say to bring is a Kindle. And we brought the Chromebook so that we could watch Netflix, because obviously there's only 4 channels on the TV. We did bring a jigsaw puzzle, but we didn't do it. But, you know, plenty of things to keep you occupied in the day if you need to. Just pack what you think you need. I packed a hairdryer. I didn't need one because Kate brought one in for me. There's no need to bring your own towels. There's towels here. Yeah. And if you do run out of everything, like I said, there is a shop up there. And it's cheaper to buy your t-shirts here and your pyjamas here than it is at home.
So you could come here and just go out and get it all before you even have the operation.
Yeah. So
you're waiting for the plane. It's not a problem.
It's not just actually getting into the airport, because Bristol Airport is where we flew from. Yeah. There's actually, as soon as you get to the meet and greet car park, there's a telephone that you tell them is special assistance, and they come to meet you from the car. Yeah. So you don't have to worry about, and they take care of you, they do everything for you, even waiting for you to get your luggage through. So if you're on your own travelling, then you wouldn't have any problem at all.
It's pretty straightforward.
In Poland, they were brilliant. The other end, they went and got the case off the carousel for me, which they would do anyway if somebody was alone. So there's no problem. In fact, you're in really good hands. It's a lot easier than travelling without special assistance.
It's a little bit easier coming into Katowice, because obviously it's only 40 minutes away. But it's not a big chore if you came into Krakow. And if you got the advantage, and if you did come into Krakow in a morning flight or just after lunch flight, and you've got an afternoon to have a look around Krakow and have a bit of, have something to eat in Krakow and have a look around. And then you come to the clinic. It's only an hour and a half by car, so. But
to come to the local airport and have Thomas, as he was, pick us up, bring us straight to it was so much easier. Because this time Stuart was hardly able to walk. So to be picked up from a local airport, taken straight to the hospital, it was great for us. There was no problem at all.
Yes, I would definitely recommend this place again. I hope I don't have to come back here, because it's the second time visit now. I got no more hips to operate on, so I don't go into elbows or knees. So I would definitely recommend coming here. It's a total no-brainer. Don't wait in the queue back in the UK. Get over here and get on with your life.
I think this is a new lease of life for the both of us now. At 60 years of age, we don't want to be waiting around to have a hip done. But not only the fortnight here, and maybe I shouldn't say it, but the fortnight here, it can be fun as well. Not probably for the person with the hip done, but for the other one. They've treated us so well here, and to have nice meals and everything, and I could go out and have a walk around the duck pond. So I wouldn't say it's been a holiday, that wouldn't be fair to him, but it is. He's so well looked after that I feel totally relaxed to go home and look after him now, which maybe in another situation I wouldn't feel that way. I would say go for it, and I would say to get in touch with you straight away.
And if you've got any queries, just phone yourself or Joanna and ask the questions. They'll have the answers, because they're probably questions I've been asked before. So, but just do it.
Just go for it. It's a fortnight. It's 2 weeks out of your life.
Get it done.
And even less in some cases, and you've got a new lease of life and get on with your life. So yeah, go for it. Yeah, and thank you. I just want to say thank you. You've been amazing.
Yeah.